Ladies and gentlemen, today is today is July 18th, 2013. And this is the KNKL Daily, Day 78. I'm your host, Kienan Lafferty, and today is what would normally be Thoughtful Thursday, where we sit underneath the booty tree and we ponder our lives. But today is a special occasion because it is the week before the release of Part 3 of Issue 2 of Emma, the conclusion of Issue 2, which is going to be 13 pages long. It's massive, and it's full of action and awesomeness and really cool stuff. And you guys are going to be helping me out today because we are going to be jumping in the comic, and we're going to be, adding some finishing touches to it. Chat bubbles, sound effects, all that good stuff. But before we jump into that, I wanted to say thank you to this month's donators for helping to keep the stream live, and I appreciate each and every one of you throughout the month. This month it is just Francine, but that is okay because I do love that person very much. If you'd like to get your name on this list, simply go to Emma Comic Online, click donate, and donate as little or as much as you want. Again, it's never going to be required. The most important thing is that you just read the comic and enjoy it. Maybe tell your friends about it. And yeah, also if you're on YouTube, you can click the link down below if you want to donate. Alrighty then, peoples, let's go ahead and jump into the comic. And let's see. We're working. Do I need this? I don't know if I need this. Oh yeah, read it. If I'm going to be doing sound effects, we're definitely going to need that. Now the biggest thing, I really hope that pressure sensitivity is working. Let me test. Oh, thank you, it is. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. And I'm going to be pulling up the script on the other monitor over here that you can't see, but I can. And again, checking the mic, making sure everything is working. And alright, so let's go ahead and jump into that. Let's jump into that. Apparently, some people say that the stream might have cut off. Just say in the chat, just press reload and it'll pop up. It'll be good to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start things out with a soft balloon, because we're probably going to be having a gasp here. And I've been thinking about this because we also had Nico doing a gasp in the beginning, and I think I want to actually go back and change that to like an uh-oh, you know? That way it's not like gasp and then Emma gasp, you know? It's like repetitive. And also with Tank, we're going to be going back and changing what he said too, because he's saying form up currently, and I think I'm going to change that to something else. I'm going to change it to Marauders Wedge Formation. And let's hit enter. There we go. Okay, we're good. Good. The booty tree. Yes, I did say the booty tree. The only regret I have is the spoiler. And don't worry, like I usually only tend to show the first few pages, right? Now this would be the 4th page of the part, and there's 13, so there's 9 pages which you haven't seen yet. So, but yeah, a little bit of a sneak peek for the people that like to tune in and watch. And you get to be a part of it, for those of you who have been watching. And you give me awesome ideas for sound effects. Sound effects, basically. You give me a good sound effect in the chat over here, and I'll use it. And that's actually a very, very good thing. I always need sound effects, good sound effects. Okay, so we got gasp here. I think gasp goes very well right there. And then we're going to have a little bit of a challenge here. And again, this is where I'm going to need your guys' eye, because she'd be like, right? Is that annoying that it's touching that balloon? Nah, whatever. Or, I mean, that panel. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. It looks good. It looks good there, so I'm not going to second guess it. Alright, Edge Balloon coming in because she is now going to be thinking something to herself. She's thinking. And I was actually thinking, speaking of thinking, I've been doing some thinking lately as to whether or not I want to actually have these bubbles. Because usually when it's like a thought bubble, the character thinking something, it's like really, really squared off. And I don't know if I want to do that. Because I'm using this in so many other places. I don't know, whatever. I've already done it this way, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it this way. Alright, so you go, and then we're going to go right to here. And she's going to be saying, another good thing that I've noticed is when you're doing thought bubbles or thought like captions, it's really, really handy to try to like get it all in one line. You know what I mean? Like don't do the round text and have, like kind of diamonds in the bubble. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Probably not, maybe. If you're a comic artist, you might know what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see. Now also, this could be a yell balloon too. I don't know. Let's just try it. Let's try it. Because referring to the script, Emma putting her head down says, no, this is, in fact, I'll show you right here. Putting her head down says, no, this isn't happening. It's not. And then looking up at her from feet from the pod, limbs and blood flying over her, which are now flower petals. Okay, so it's not comma or hyphen and then it goes real, right? And this is actually a format that I stole from one of the readers. Her name's Alicia Watley. She's friggin' awesome. She has these awesome formats and just panel structures, and I just jack them because they're brilliant. And then I put her name at the end of the book. No, this isn't happening. No, this isn't happening. It's not. Am I still working? Okay. How does that feel? Do I want to separate it into two? I'm going to try separating it into two because this doesn't look right. Oh! What have I done? I think, so I'm saying, I think this touching the other panel adds appeal. Yes, I agree. I agree. Alright, I'm going to try separating these things because I like, no, this isn't happening. I like that. And again, all this stuff is subject to change. In fact, some of it may change because, you know, like last minute changes, I'll just do like tiny little things. But hey, you get to see the creation process. And yeah, it's very fun. It's not. Try this on for size. Because what I'd like to do, what I'd really like to do is, I like to shrink this down a little bit. Maybe have it, because you want to think about how people are going to read this too. They're going to go right here, there's going to be a sound effect going brah, like that, and then it's going to gasp, right? And then they're going to come right down here. No, this isn't happening. It's not real, right? And then the line of action is like cutting straight through, right? So it's going from here to here. So, with that in mind, we could put this, no. Dude, you don't want to cover your face like that. Let's try just shortening that down a tad bit. Yes, yes. Thinking with science. Thinking, predicting your thoughts and placing the balloons accordingly. Alright, I think this might work here. And then let's put it's not over here. So it's, no, this isn't happening. It's not real. I don't know if I like it there. Again, it looks good there, but it's in the way. No, that's not going to work. Not going to work there. It looks the best right there. I'll keep it right there. Word balloons is a delicate, fine art. And I have much respect for people who do this professionally. It's not real. Oh dear. What are you guys talking about over here? I have no idea what you guys are talking about over here. Alright. Let's do this thing. You're saying the chat took a strange turn. I don't even know. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. It's not real. See, I want to put it here, but it looks kind of weird, like right on the eye. It's not real. Real. Where the heck would we put this thing? See, it looks good there, but I don't know if I can. Gotta put it up here? No, it looks terrible. Ugh. It's not real. Is that weird to go like that and then actually that might be kind of good. Yeah. And then it kind of like curves. It's not real. And then down. I think it might work actually. Because this looks weird with it touching the eyeball. And that looks weird. I think I'm going to keep it there for now. Until some further changes happen. Alright, so now we're up to here. We got this happening here. And we're going to add in sound effects here and here. Right? We're probably going to have like a nice crunch, you know. I was thinking it'd be funny, you know, they're running down flowers, but it still has like really visceral sound effects. You know, as if they were actually running over the zombies. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw in our sound effects. But not before grouping our layers, right? Because we like to keep stuff organized. Alright. You guys can't see what I'm doing, so I'll make this quick. Alright, let's do sounds. And as you can see right here, I got this really handy dandy thing right over here. This is where I pull all of my bubbles from and sound effects. I just pull them right out, and then the layer styles and everything is already done, so all I gotta do is just drop it in and make it look good. Make it look good. Another reason why I like these kind of squared off balloons is because you don't have to put a tail on them. You know what I mean? You don't have to tail them to their face. You know. And usually when it's just the character, one character in a panel, you don't have to put a tail either because it's kind of redundant. All right. So sounds. All right. That's enough. Enough. Let's get the sounds in there. All right. Cool. So I like this one, but we're not going to be using brr. I'm just using a layer style. And we're going to make it say brah. Brah. Or maybe vrum. Vrum. We've been doing a lot of burrs. Maybe we need another vrum. Let's try it, shall we? I love this. Like, look at all of the cool texture that this brush automatically adds to it. I love it. And for those of you watching on YouTube, if you'd like to check out these brushes, they're in the description. People are always asking me about my brushes. These were handed down by the gods of Riot to little old humble me. Right? My coworkers at Riot introduced me to these. I used to hate brushes. I was like, no, I'm a purist. I do not use brushes. However, I do use the mute button when I'm about to sneeze. That way you don't have to. That way I don't blow out the friggin' microphone. In fact, if I sound like an alien right now, please let me know and I'll reset it. In fact, no, actually it shouldn't because I just unmuted it. Because sometimes that happens when I speak a little bit too loudly. The mic breaks. I break the mic. I serve that mic. Show what's up. Rum. Yeah. That's cool. Let's get some more. Yeah, that looks cool. Add some more character to it. Some more character. Make it look like it's being spit out. It looks like it's being spit out of this engine. Rum. I like it. And it helps to like say it to yourself. You know, rum. What does that make you? What does that make you feel? What does that make you feel as you drive? What does it do? All right, and it doesn't need to be that big. Let's go ahead and tone it down a little bit. Rum. I almost want a double stroke on that. I feel like it needs something. It needs to be more Like, 'cause this is just the usual, you know. You know, we need something more like at the end of issue 1. How did I do it at the end of issue 1? What? Let's go back in time and find out. I think I actually did just use that. Oh yeah, look at that. Vroom. Not bad, not bad. I think if I were to do it again, though, I'd probably double stroke it. Let's try a double stroke. Okay. So to do what we are looking for, let's do normal, spread, and size. Spread to the max size to that. Opacity. And let's make it white. Aha! Yeah, now it's really popping off. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to intensify the colors of this. I want it to be a little bit more like reddish. Like, because now it's more ticked off, right? It's a ticked off vroom. This ain't your usual putt-putt vroom. This is angry vroom. Rum. Rum. That's okay. I don't know. Usually I try not to go to the upper right side, but in this case, the thing I've noticed with sound effects is it actually pays to choose the really outlandish colors, you know what I mean? It actually pays well to choose your colors and make them kind of more crazy, you know? That way they really pop off the page and they seem loud, right? Because I want this to seem really, really loud. So yeah, maybe I will do like a more yellow, like a super yellow. Blah, 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 blah. Rub. It's pretty cool. How are you guys feeling about that? I think that feels pretty good. I like it. I think it looks really cool. All right, now my question is a couple times I've seen comics where they like do like additional V's, like vroom or something like that, you know. But maybe not. Simple, I think, is effective in this one. We'll just add a couple of little things coming off here, and we'll call it good. I dare say, very, very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this, because yes, we're gonna have like just like a nice gentle breeze rolling through the panel. So beautiful, right? So let's go ahead and grab this thing again. Actually, we're gonna go behind the characters. We're gonna go right behind the characters. We're gonna drop. Whoops. I'm gonna grab one of these, put it behind the characters. Aha! Alright. And we're not using that, we're just... Actually, let's figure out what type of effect we want to have on this thing first. Usually what I like to do, to make something seem airy, I really like to put like a white stroke on it, and then I will use like blues, right? And we'll just have some blues and have it kind of like fade into the background. You know, because usually you want your sound effects to really pop off and be really like in your face. But this is supposed to be a very subdued sound effect. It's supposed to be just in the background, nice and quiet. Tell it to shut up. Shut up. Okay. So why is it doing that? What's going on with that? Alright. So that looks good. Now let's go ahead and drop in the fish. Fish. Whoosh. All right, let's do this. All right. Again, much patience and skill is required. Many mistakes will be made. How's that? I'll probably reduce the opacity on this thing too. I kind of like to line it up, you know, so it's like one clean line going through. So with that being the case, let's go ahead and change these F's a little bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and round the tops of these. Cool, that looks good. That looks really good, actually. I like that. Now, do we want it more to the top? Up here? Down below? I like it up top. In the middle? Oh, that looks good right there. That's perfect. Perfect! Don't move. Cool. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. All right. Now, yeah, here we don't need to have the again. We're gonna have like the crunch. I want to have like I want to have these ones be like orange and red and stuff like that. I think it'll look really funny. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Let's go ahead and drop another sound effect. Another! Let's go ahead and bring this one to the front. And this one's going to be called Crunch. Oh. Yeah. 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 All right. In fact, the color palette is pretty useful for what we're about to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Probably going to turn it a little bit more like straight red. I think that'll be cool. But like this guy right here is going to be like a nice crunch. What other sounds would zombies getting run over make? Crunch. Ooh, that actually looks really good. In fact, like right there, it looks good too. I don't know. Is it covering the thing too much? It might be covering the bike too much. But anyway, let's do another. What other sounds? Crinkle? Crinkle? No, that's not gonna work. Negative on the crinkle. Oh, what else can we do here? It's gotta be something. Cabrunch. I like cabrunch. I might just use that. I might use cabrunch. Why is it doing that though? Why is it? It's not showing the. Oh, that's why it's not showing the gradient. There we go. See, that's a cabrunch. Oh man. Okay, one more. We'll do 3 and then we'll just we'll call it good. Kirk. Now why is this one all red? Why? What's the deal with that? I thought oh. Cabrunch. Actually, that looked better like that. The red and then kind of like flows right between the two. Brack. Oh, I like brack. I like brack. I'm gonna do brack too. Brack. I just like brack. It's like break, but brack. It's more meaty. It's more meaty, and we like meaty sound effects. Another great sound effect coming in from Simon. Simon, you should just be the sound effect guy, because you just have all the good ideas. Brack. Kabrunch. Still like it. Still like it. I don't think I'm gonna put sound, or I'm not gonna put exclamations at the end of all these though. Dang, that looks cool. Looks really cool. Brack. Okay, wait a minute. Where does brack go? Kind of like brack there. Kabrunch. I might ditch kabrunch, put brack. Kabrunch is too silly. Sorry guys, we gotta get rid of kabrunch. No more kabrunch. Kabrunch is being replaced with brack. Put you right down there. Yeah, that looks good. Brack. Bamboo splitting noise. Crunch. I like crunch too. I think these are good though. I think I'm gonna stick with those for now. And yeah, we're gonna call it good. Although I don't know if I would like crunch there. It's kind of covering the business there. Crunch. Oh, I like that there. Now, my last question is, do I want a double stroke? Let's see what it can do for us. I like it. I do like it. What color do I want though? White, yellowish white kind of look good. 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 Okay. Just gonna test it out, see how it feels. I think it's taking too much attention, to be honest. It doesn't need it. That's perfect. Just the way you are. You're perfect. Okay. Crunch, brack, Kirk. Kirk. Captain Kirk. Alright, people. Yeah, it's starting to look like a real comic book page now. Yeah, yeah. Alright. The last thing that I want to do on this page before we fix it up is this sound effect is just a bit off of my bleed line, and I don't know if I like that. So in that case, maybe I'll overflow it into her panel. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's turn it a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Gasp. No, this isn't happening. I need to go back in and like kind of change this a little bit though. Like this is not squared off enough. This here, like when you stretch it too much, it doesn't square off enough. So I think I'm gonna take care of that. Let's label that sounds, save it out. Crunch. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to round this off just a tad bit more. Oh! I cheated. Normally you're supposed to use the pen tool, but... Oh! I should like that a lot. Oh! Oh, hey, wait a minute. That actually looks really good. I like the rounded edges and then the sharp edges, or sharp ends on it. That's actually really cool. I think I'm going to save that as an extra bubble. And I think I'm going to replace these. I like that a lot. Okay. Let's go ahead and drag this over hither. Let's shrink that down. Yeah, I like that better. Sharp edges look really nice. Looks sharp. Does need a little bit more breathing room though. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. And I actually like the fact that this one is just a little bit more like rounded because it's almost like it's like real, right? It's like kind of expanding the bubble a little bit. I don't know. It's a very philosophical way to look at it. The word is breaking out. Okay, the one other thing that I do want to do here with these sound effects before we finish this page and move on to the changes we're going to make on those other ones is I want to make one of these, because they're all the same size down here. You see what's happening? All of the sound effects are the same size down here, and I want to make one bigger. So let's make crunch big. Kabrunch. Crunch. Yeah! See? Ha ha! That's where it's at. Yes! Yes, it looks so good! Oh, that makes me so happy. Makes me so happy and giddy. Alright. Maybe a little too giddy. Okay, we're done with this. Save it out and let's open another page. Let's go back to the first page of this part. Because there we have Nico also saying gasp. And I don't want him to be doing that and then Emma to be doing it because it's too repetitive, okay? So we're going to change him to saying, uh-oh, you know? Like, uh-oh, I feel like is a little, because Nico's seen this before, right? It's like they're running down these zombies, they got this whole routine that they do, so he's probably seen it before. So he probably wouldn't be like, whoa, what is that? I wonder what we're going to do. He's like, he knows what's going to happen. He's like, uh-oh, you know? So, that's my reasoning there. Uh-oh. 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 Wait, would you have the hyphen there? Anybody who's really good at grammar, please let me know if that is the proper way to say uh-oh. Or if it should be... Because it's not like uh-oh with an exclamation. And it's not uh-oh with a period. It's like uh-oh, like, and then cut off. So I figured a hyphen would be good there. Or whatever you call it. Dash. Dash hyphen. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, you guys are funny. And this is a little bit, just a tad bit off of the bleeding area. I've been kind of breaking the rules going outside. I try not to go outside of these guidelines, you know, because I don't like to do that. But in this issue, I guess we're just going to be okay with it. And, hey, look at that. I actually added the reflection back into Tank's goggles because I looked at it and I was like, this panel needs something. It just needs something. And it was the reflection in his goggles. That's what we needed. I was trying to make it way too complicated before, though. What I ended up doing was I actually just took the background that was drawn right here, and I just kind of downsized it, and then set it right there, and kind of add a little color change to it, and then it worked perfectly. Actually, I can see a little spot there that didn't get finished, though. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. You see that little gray spot right there? I don't think so. Not on my watch. Fix that. Fix it. Actually, it doesn't even need to be on something. Let's fix that. Oh. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Think twice before you do that again, won't ya? Alright. Saving that out. That page is good to go. Shoot it out of the can. Onto the web. Alright? Saturday. Saturday. Just wait for it. Okay, good. 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 Uh-oh. Perfect. Yes. Uh-oh is good. Uh-oh is good. Oh. Someone say uh-oh. It should be like this. Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Maybe it should be uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I might be right. Wait, where'd it go? Did you delete it? I kind of like that. I don't know which one I like more, though. I don't know. Let me know what you guys like more. Does this read better to you, the uh-oh with the hyphen between or the hyphen after? Because I kind of like that one, the one after, because it implies that it's getting cut off, you know? So I'm going to save it like that for now. And did I color their eyes? Their eyes don't look like they're colored. Unless it is escaping me. Oh yeah, it is. They're colored. Alright, for those of you who don't know, I actually color the eyes, the irises, slightly. It's like very, very dark red. Just adds a little bit of life to the characters at the end. Just a little cherry on top. Alright, let's go ahead and pull up page 22, make sure everything's working well on that. And, yeah, we'll just kind of finish this up and then we'll end today's show. So any questions, please feel free to catapult them over the castle walls and I'll answer them. Alright, one thing that I did want to do with this herd was two things actually. One, I want to fix it because I want to fix it. Where the heck is it? I know it's behind the characters, so somewhere in here. Is it in the background? Oh, it's somewhere in the background. Oh, there we go. It's right there. Alright, so a couple things that I wanted to do with this. I moved it down a little bit, so I actually need to finish this H. Fix that. I'm going to change this question mark just to be a little bit more squared off. Again, you want to think about the flow of it, right? And that question mark was just kind of on the end. And actually, the question mark is on the edge of the bleed area, so I actually want to move it in so that way when it goes to print, I'll actually get the joke. Yeah. There we go. And it's still kind of like ambiguous enough to be like, is that a question mark? There. Now it's a little less ambiguous. Down. And I was messing around with these letters over here, ended up figuring out the solution. So we can just clean up this stuff. Clean it up. Decomposing. The letters themselves should look like they're decomposing. In fact, that's one of the things that I did in the old one, in the old her. I actually drew these like little stalagmites, whatever you want to call it, little things that kind of hang down. Makes it look a little bit more zombie-like, like bleeding. Wipe yourself off. You're bleeding. Alright, so let's go ahead. Yeah! I dare say I do enjoy that. That does tickle my fancy. Tickles more than my fancy, I'll tell you that. Anyway, yeah. No, I'm not removing the question mark. Heck no, I'm not removing that. It's the best. It's the best part. I'm just changing it. Heck no, I would never remove the question mark. Not after the geniusness that it was to even be brought about in the first place. Just nearly cleaning these things up. Cool. That looks much better now. Put a little bleed on that thing too. Like it. Good. Good stuff. Oh, and the one thing that I did want to change on this was I feel like the white stroke might be a little bit too crazy. Might be a little bit crazy. So I want to kind of tone it down just a tad bit. Maybe push it a little more yellow, maybe? I don't know. Nope. We're just going back to the way we were. Apparently that doesn't count as... Oh. Let's just cancel it. I'll just keep it the way it was. I like it. I like it very much. Alright guys, and the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to change what Tank is saying right here. Because he's saying form up, and I want to change it to Marauders. Wedge formation. Much more commanding, and it indirectly gives us the name of the biker gang. So, it's very important. Very, very important. So let's go ahead and get to that. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay. Yes, and for those of you who don't know this genius question mark right here. Oh, wait. Did I hope I wasn't covering that the whole time. I apologize if I was. Sorry, guys. The question mark right here, that was actually Simon's idea. It was brilliant because it's like the zombies are turning around. They're like, eh? Right? Brilliant. Love it. I would never think of those things myself. Okay. So just a couple of things here. I hate it when the camera covers up what I'm trying to work on. It's really embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I gotta remember to do this. Alright, guys. I'm getting better, okay? I'm getting better at it. Promise. I will not stop until I become the best. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And let's start over again. Marauders! Marauders! Form up! Alright. Now, the big question here is, do I want to do 2 separate yell balloons? I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking yes. Because the reason why is because I feel like Marauders is very, very important. It's like, hey, we're giving the name of the group. So I think it might be good to go like Marauders, right? And then wedge formation. I think that might be cool. However, I don't know if that looks annoying. I've never done 2 yell balloons in the same spot. I don't wonder if it looks weird, like having them be exactly the same. I'll flip it! And you'll never know. Alright, let's just try that. Let's try it out. Trial and error, you know what I'm saying? Trial and error. Okay, then. Marauders! And this will be in 20 point. 20 point. Oh. 20. And let's spell Marauders right. Marauders. I think that's how you spell Marauders. Or is it M-A-U? Ah, shoot. I think it's M-A-R. Yeah, that's it. Marauders. Soldier. And this will be bold. Big and bold. Please correct me if I'm being an idiot right now, because, yeah, that would be embarrassing. Wedge formation. Wedge formation. Wedge formation. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. All right, 16 point. Cool. I like it a lot. I like it very, 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 very much. I like it very much. You know what happens when I like stuff? We do it. Soldier! Hey, that looks awesome. Not roll out. No, we're not doing roll out. That would be way too much of a ripoff. Marauders, roll out. Negative. Negative. No, he would just say that and be like, really? Really, Tank? You had to go and do that? You had to go and rip off Transformers? Come on. Alright, guys. I'm going to take the last couple questions if there are any. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, someone asked a great question like last week. And I don't know if he is here today, but if he's watching it on YouTube later, he will get his answer. And his question was, does working on Emma ever start to feel robotic, right? Because I talk all the time about how, you know, working at Riot was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed working there, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, but towards the end there, I just felt like it was the same thing every day, right? And I just felt like I was just jonesing for this freedom, right? I just wanted to create something. I wanted to create something just completely free of all these rules and not have anybody tell me what to do, or not that they're really that picky, but I just wanted this freedom, right? And I wanted to just get out of this robotic thing of just like driving to work every single day, doing the same exact thing, coming home barely late enough to grab a bite to eat and watch some TV and go to bed, right? It's just the same thing day in, day out. And strangely enough, curiously enough, working on Emma, working on anything it can get to the same point. It can start to feel very robotic, and it can start to feel very, very much like you're doing the same thing every day. But my cure for that is, I have good reasons that keep me going, right? Because I've talked about this before. Like the flow of your motivation, it will come and go, right? It's really, you're just like bursting full of energy one day, or just like for a few weeks or a few months, and then it'll start to dissipate a little bit, right? But your reasons give you that fuel back, and then you come back, and you have to just build the good habits that will allow you to continue moving forward. And lately I've happened upon this really awesome strategy with working called the 26-34 rule. And that is, you're actually working for 26 minutes out of the hour, then the remaining 34, you're actually taking a break. You actually break. Every single hour, you only work 26 minutes out of that. And then the other 34, you get up, like ideally you would get up and walk away from what you're doing, right? You go do something else, go do some chores, go clean up something, do something completely different from what you are working on right now. And this works really well with creative stuff. And the reason why is, the biggest thing that I'm starting to notice, and again, I've only been doing this like religiously for the past few weeks. I've tried it here and there every now and then, but now I'm really getting into it. And the biggest thing I'm starting to notice is that during those breaks, when I'm really just pull myself away from the project, I get these insights. I just get these things, like these little thoughts, be like, oh hey, you know what, when I get back to this, I know exactly how I can make this thing go faster, and it's usually like things to make things more efficient, right? Be like, oh, I can just copy paste this little thing, or like this motorcycle, these lines, I don't have to draw this over again. I have that same motorcycle drawn from the same exact angle, right, that I can just copy paste right over here, and it'll save some time. It's like little things like that. It just like gets you excited, and you get things done faster. And it just feels really, really good to do that. So yeah, I would encourage you guys doing creative work, artistic type of things. It can be applied to almost anything that you can think of. The 26-34 rule. 26 minutes, you work your butt off. And then that 34 minutes, you try your best to just not even think about it. Because subconsciously, it's like it comes to the front. Like those subconscious thoughts that just like those inspiration just comes to you in that time when you're taking a break. And it's just been happening that way. And the coolest thing about this, and this is the biggest thing I'm starting to notice, is that it is absolutely sustainable. You can do it every single day. Every single day. And you never get tired of it. You never get tired of whatever you're working on. And if I ever end up going back to work in the industry again, I'm going to be doing this rule, because it's like, yeah, this guy may be working for 8 hours a day, and he might be able to get some more work done than me sometimes, but I guarantee you that if he keeps that up, like I did, working for straight 8 hours a day, not taking a break, not doing anything, your wrist is going to start cramping up, you're going to get burnt out, you're going to start hating your work, and your passion isn't going to be in it. Whereas me, over here, resting more than I'm working, I'm going to be completely sustainable. I'm never going to burn out, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. My passion and love and happiness is always going to be present in my work, and I'm always going to be operating out of a level head, right? So I think that there's a lot of power in that, and I feel so good. Like every time I wake up and I get to work on this 2634 rule, and it's really, really awesome. And that's actually something that was suggested by Dale Carnegie, like one of the most awesome people in the world in terms of like self-improvement. He's written amazing books about like how to win friends and influence people. I'm sure you've heard of that. He's also written a book called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, another great thing. And you can just YouTube these things. Just type those books in, and it's like book on tape. You can just sit there and work and have them read it to you as you're working, and I love doing stuff like that. So let us go ahead and call that a day, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, the release is this Saturday. Yes, it is going to be, yeah, I'm going to try my best to release it like Friday at like 12 midnight, right? And that, you know, make sure it's Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you know what time that is for you, so you're not like in Great Britain or whatever, and it's like, hey, it's 3 a.m., where's the comic? You know, but it's only 9 o'clock over here for me. So with all that out of the way, we're going to load up epic outro music, and I want to say thank you guys once again for joining me, and thank you for being so patient while I got this next part out. I'm really, really excited to continue doing this comic and keep making stuff for you and for me, right? We're in this together, and we're having a great time. So thanks again for all your help and all your inspiration and just help with the comic. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Saturday, and then yeah, we'll have a follow-up and a retrospective on Monday. So see you then.